A for-sale cartoon titled, Newsom Announces Special Election for Retaliation Gerrymandering. Cell 1 Governor Gavin Newsom announces a California special election to set the stage for retaliation gerrymandering. Cell 2 This potential California gerrymandering is in response to potential Texas gerrymandering. Cell 3 The California gerrymandering will be in favor of Democrats. Cell 4 The Texas gerrymandering will be in favor of Republicans. A for-sale cartoon titled, Texas gerrymanders at 68%, but wants to gerrymander at 80%. Cell 1 Texas is already gerrymandering at 68% guaranteed wins for Republicans. Cell 2 Texas hopes to gerrymander their state for 80% guaranteed wins for Republicans. Cell 3 Texas has a history of Democrats statewide, such as U.S. senators winning 45% of the vote. Cell 4 Beto O'Rouke, a Democrat candidate for U.S. Senate, won 48% of the Texas vote. A for-sale cartoon titled, Meeting the Ambitious Deadline of Governor Newsom. Cell 1 The legislature needs to pass ballot language by a 67% majority. Cell 2 The ballot language must be sent to Governor Newsom by August 22, 2025. Cell 3 The Newsom office and legislative leaders are confident they can meet this threshold. Cell 4 In the California State Assembly and Senate, Democrats have a supermajority. A for-sale cartoon titled, Why Newsom Calls for a November 4, 2025 Decision to Redistrict California. Cell 1 It will block Trump from rigging 2026 midterms. Cell 2 Do not just have a candlelight vigil. Cell 3 Do not just talk about the way the world should be. Cell 4 We have got to recognize the cards that have been dealt. Cat's corner strategy with Tiger and Leone. Saying the quiet part out loud. Roar. Hi, I am Tiger. Our human asked us to get up from our naps and start Cat's Corner strategy with Tiger and Leone. She gave us a list of internet allies which we will post for her here.
Hi, I am Leone. It is better for your mental fitness to go to these websites than to go to bro sites for advice. Substack letters from an American Heather Cox Richardson. Substack your local epidemiologist. The Midas Touch. The Guardian. The New York Times.
One introduction. Rosette view. The United States government was on track in the Biden administration to reduce the prices for both clean energy heat pumps and clean energy electric cars. Trump tariffs are expected to upset those plans to prevent future air pollution and prevent climate change. The United States government should, instead of certifying wood stoves as safe when they are not safe, go forward with regulations that ban wood stove use and direct government money for use of forest refuse only for home building and furniture building. For just a few examples of use of forest products for non-burning uses, it is well known from scientific and medical research that wood burning is a substantial source of PM 2.5 emissions, yet the wood burning industry uses the scientifically debunked theory named carbon neutrality of wood burning to argue that wood burning replacing coal burning in industry, and in a trickle-down argument that wood burning should continue for home heating should continue. Presumably because it is called renewable, wood may be renewable in the sense that a tree can be planted in the place of a cut-down burned tree. But it takes centuries or decades for the newly planted tree to attain the stature of the cut-down burned tree. During those centuries or decades, photosynthesis, which converts CO2 to oxygen, and so sequesters some carbon, will not take place at the same rate as photosynthesis was performed previously, and wood burning emits both CO2 and PM 2.5, and PM 2.5 is not absorbed by trees, so PM 2.5 is not diminished by planting a tree in the place of a cut-down and burned tree. In fact, a living tree closes its pores against the presence of PM 2.5 from nearby wood burning, just as humans hold their breath in the presence of PM 2.5 from nearby wood burning. And when a tree closes its pores, the level of photosynthesis that absorbs CO2 pollution goes down. Wood burning emits 90% PM 2.5 particulate matter of 2.5 micrometer size, the perfect size to infiltrate the human lung, setting off a cascade of human health problems and early deaths. Contrary to many beliefs, wood burning emits 2.8 times the PM 2.5 as the fossil fuel coal burning, and wood burning emits 450 times the PM 2.5 as the fossil fuel natural gas burning. Replacing coal burning with wood burning creates more air pollution in the form of CO2 and PM 2.5 than coal burning. This emission data comes from testing the cleanest burning wood stove in the United Kingdom, the Eco-Design Wood Stove. International Convention does not count the emissions from wood burning. The emissions from wood burning are erased from all countries around the world when calculating if each country has met its climate goals. This non-counting or erasure of wood burning emissions data from climate goals does not mean wood burning emissions do not exist. Rosette view. Purple air. PM 2.5 monitors hanging from the eaves of the house of a near neighbor should be used to measure the level of PM 2.5 in the air hyperlocally in the yards of near neighbors of indoor residential wood burners. If PM 2.5 levels exceed World Health Organization standards of 5 micrograms per cubic meter annually, then that evidence of air pollution from wood burning should lead to the shutdown of that indoor residential wood burning appliance, one appliance at a time if necessary.